Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino for life, going old school. Going old school, baby. Now, what people don't understand is that in this game of hip hop, it has a bad stigma on it that there's no such thing as, unity. There's no such thing as kids with fathers. There's no such thing. Alright? So, with that being said, like there was no such thing going on, and giving people this stigmata of rappers can't be loyal, they can't be great fathers. And you have this spread where fathers were very prominent in their kids' lives. Rappers like Prodigy from Mobb Deep, he was prominent in his kids' lives. Ja Rule, prominent in his children's lives. LL Cool J, prominent in his kids' lives. And you have Lil Wayne. And out of all the people we've seen the most with this show of there's other rappers. So I don't want people to think, that's it? I'm just going off the top of my head. But Lil Wayne is the rapper that people, from just looking at him, you wouldn't assume that this is a guy that would be there for his kids. Would even take the time out to even express something about their children. You would not assume that from Lil Wayne. You take one look at that guy and says, that's it, I'm done. Now, Lil Wayne reportedly has about 4 children. Might have more. But one thing about Lil Wayne, they treat him like he got 30. And another thing about Lil Wayne, he's very present with his children. He's very focused on this child's lives and everything else. Now, Lil Wayne loved children and said he always wanted to have a lot of kids. Now, because of the fact that he had them with like 4 different women, people said, hey, he's having babies with all these different women. There's no way he could be a great father. Now, I didn't say he was a great, boyfriend material. But him making all these children was done for a reason. He wanted a family. He's not somebody who was shied away from his responsibilities as a father. You know, he has a baby by Toya Johnson, who didn't, sit back and say, I want to get daddy checks. She went out and started getting her own money. Now, all you guys know Toya, seeing her on television shows, reality shows, and all that stuff. Then you have Laura London, who you know mostly with Nipsey Hussle, had a baby with Lil Wayne. Then he had Dwayne II. I don't even know who that kid's father is, or Dwayne III rather. And then Nevia had the other kid. And they never give Lil Wayne his credit for being, very present in his children's lives, because mainly you're supposed to be. But if it's something negative, like Lil Wayne had something in a cup, passed out on stage, you see it all across the board. LL Cool J had to fight to get his kids on the cover of a magazine with him. They wanted LL in a sexy spread for Vibe magazine, and they were like, that's the photo we want. And that's not what they wanted to portray. That's not the image they were looking to portray. LL was like, at this point in his life, he wants family values. So he's got his wife and 3 of his kids on the cover. And did you know that's one of their top selling magazine covers? At that time, LL knew what was going on. They were mad because the whole article wasn't, was supposed to be about LL's coming out. He's getting ready to come out with another album and promoting it. He had the TV show, and he was doing well. But the feature on his children and him being a good father, they wouldn't do. And the reason why I bring this up is because they did this for so many other artists in the game. They've done it for so many artists coming up in the game. And it was pretty shocking for me. Like any other celebrity, they get the cover. You never see rappers with their children on the cover of a magazine. That just wasn't heard of. So, without it being said, people should have known what was good, what was bad, the pros and cons of the whole situation, but you look at Snoop. Snoop is very present in his children's lives. And they try to say, well, entertainers can't do it, they so busy. Eminem, how many times did they, Eminem's a great father. Haley, he mentions her on every song. Eminem and Haley. Rappers love their children. T.I., he might be a scuzz bucket of a husband, but for a father, he was always there for his children. You know, he's very present in their lives. And I think that is very absent when mentioning the actual artistry of hip-hop. When they all talk about the artistry and the artwork and this is how hip-hop works, and they go back and forth, they never ever mention this, you know, this element. They always mention the negative. So I'm here to let you know, which most of you should already know, that hip-hop is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But don't ever think, that rappers don't care about their children. It's just not promoted. Little Kim, very present in her daughter's life. Very present in her kid. Lauryn Hill put her career on hold for her children. Method Man, his children, he's there, very present with his children. Ice Cube, his kids, there's so many. There's so many. And I'm just saying, give these people they just do for doing what they're supposed to do. And I'm challenging everybody out there to, like all the big giant hip hop, you know, the companies that they allow and claim to represent hip hop, to cover that. Challenge y'all to cover that fact, that these guys are also great fathers. They might not be great people. Well, we don't even mention Will Smith, because Will Smith, you know, they promote the fact that that's Will and Jada. Will's not, he's more than a rapper now. He's more known for his acting than he is his rapping. But he counts as well too. Yeah, well, that's just the way it is in this life, in this day and age. So, with that being said, thank you for your time. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And any rapper I forgot, just blame the brain, not the heart. I'm out.